But who are you? What it do, Ski? It's your boy Fable34, and today I'm here with my reaction video to Doctor Who. This one is season 11, episode 3. How's it going, everybody? So we've already reached the we've already passed the amount of words that were in the last episode for the reaction because my audio was effed up. I can see the bar going. We are good. Hello. Last episode, just some quick thoughts. Like the beginning. Was kind of liking what they did at the end. Thought the TARDIS reveal was cool. Thought the intro reveal was really awesome. Forgot to mention it, but I thought the intro was dope. Thought Jodie gave a pretty good performance. As always, if you enjoyed this one, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget, guys, in case you're interested in getting the full Underdog reactions and more, and joining along this journey with me into the new season, then definitely check out patreon.com/Fable34 in the description down below. Oh, also, guys, what about? I remember I had this idea. It was still like a vague thought that I had. What if by the time we're caught up on this, season 12, I'll be probably just getting around to like the beginning half of it or whatever. What if we did like live, like an after show talking about the episode, like a live show or something like that? That'd be kind of fun. I don't know. Haven't really thought about it much, but anyway, we'll get there when we get there. But with that being said, guys, let's get into this one. Yeet. Oh, we got a dog. Oh, dun dun dun. Ooh, I love this. The drums, the filter, like on the effects, visuals, like they work with the sound too. Feels very silky. Rosa, Mallory with Chris. You want to church this episode? Rosa Parks. That's crazy.
You don't go that way. That way's not for colors. Get off, go around the back and get on there. That's your entrance. You know that.
For getting off, being back on that, not when there's folks standing in the stairwell. How am I gonna squeeze on there?
Getting off my bus.
So let me go. You better not hit me.
Get out that door!
Racism. That's crazy. Ooh. Yeah, that's a clean ass TARDIS.
Sheffield? Almost. Really close.
So not Sheffield then.
You're doing this
Oh God.
now, aren't you? Who are you talking to?
If it's me, I haven't touched anything.
Talking to the TARDIS. It's our 9th attempt.
14th? You can't control this thing, can you?
Excuse me? Yes, I can. Most of the time. Just sometimes, like now, it has a mind of its own. So where are we?
1955? Elvis? Could we see Elvis?
I think he's in New York this week. I could give him a call.
You haven't got Elvis's phone number.
Don't ever tell anyone I lent him a mobile phone. Oh. Quick look, but quietly. History's very delicate.
All right, first adventure with the gang.
Real life 1950s. Time travel's awesome.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh God.
Drop this.
Hey, get your filthy black hands off my wife.
Stop! Sir, please, take a step back.
This is your boy.
It's my grandson, actually.
Your what?
My grandson.
I don't know how it goes where you folks are from. Your boy, he'll be swinging from a tree with the noose for a neckerchief. If he touches a white woman, he'll go.
Is there a problem here, Mr. Steele? Step away now. Go ahead, step away. I believe your suit will be ready tomorrow. The alterations are going to make it look just right, say?
Let's go, Lizzie.
Whew. I would be livid.
Are you crazy? They find his body in the river. You want that to be you?
No.
Did your mother raise you with no manners? I will take a no, ma'am.
No, Mom.
Parks, Rosa Parks.
No way.
You're kidding.
Brilliant. Rosa Parks. Lovely to meet you, Rosa Parks. Big fan.
Excuse me?
Big fan of Montgomery. We are just
They're
visiting.
too early.
Also a problem. Registering traces of Artron energy. Why is that?
I don't know. Who the fuck are you?
No.
This guy's clearly saw Grease a little early.
First black woman to ever drive a bus.
No, Ryan.
What?
Your nan would have a fit right now. How could you have been in a class named after the woman and not know who she is?
She's American.
She refused to give up a seat on a segregated bus to a white passenger.
And all this basically kicked off the US civil rights movement led by Martin Luther King. See, I'm not totally ignorant. I just got confused by the whole bus thing.
Is it me? Or has it gone very quiet in here?
We don't serve Negroes.
Good. Because I don't eat them.
Oh, Mexicans.
She talking to me?
Y'all need to eat somewhere else.
Come on. Okay, listen, I can deal with this. You guys go back to the TARDIS and be safe.
Well, you do what?
Locate the source of these energy anomalies.
I'm cool with it. What do you reckon, Mexican lady?
Oi, keep that up, I'll use you as a pinata.
Thrown out of a bar, and that's what you're worried
Oh
about.
gosh.
Just there. Not sure your stomach's compatible.
That's what I remember that being more of a thought earlier on in Doctor Who. To myself at least. If Doctor was ever a black dude, like the stories would just, or a black woman, just the stories. Well, then I was gonna say then the stories would be just very like, if you go anywhere, you know, past like the 60s or whatever it is, or 55s in certain areas, it'd be very, you just get a lot of episodes like this. But then at the same time, the Doctor's telepathic connection, and then just how it depends on how it was written, you could probably get over a lot of that. But yeah, I guess we're seeing that right now in this episode, and I'll say some more thoughts at the end. But interested to see how we're gonna go about this.
No problem at all.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
There's nothing in here.
Why padlock an empty room?
Unless it's not.
Kind of light jogging from certain death, don't you think? That'd be sprinting.
Takes a lot of power to displace things in time. I think you and I both know your weapon's pretty much out of juice. You've been leaving traces of residual Artron energy all over 1955.
Man, what are you, the Artron police? Is it a TARDIS?
Might be. What's it to you?
Could be worth a lot.
How do you?
Ah, not that one. Second hand. Huge mileage. One careless owner. So what?
The thought came to me when I saw this guy. I know I had the random thought of Jack. Don't think it's Jack, but I would love to see him come back to some capacity, or just see like another episode or story where somehow he gets involved, because I think he's a fantastic actor, and I thought he was very integral to the old Who, and I would love to see in any capacity, honestly. But I don't know. Probably not, but
What do you want with Rosa?
with the temporal thing on his arm,
Now you've been annoying.
reminded me of him.
Feelings mutual.
How long have you been here?
Get out of Montgomery.
You're not the first to say that to us.
I will kill you.
But who are you?
What are you doing?
Come on, gang.
I'm getting pretty sick of seeing that sign.
We
So how are we
spaced
gonna
out so
do this?
evenly.
In your camp before anyone sees.
What do you remember about Rosa from school?
Oh, what are you doing? That is vandalism. We'll have to pay for that.
Don't worry, special pen.
No, pack it in. You ain't Banksy.
Or am I? Rosa takes the bus on the
Bathroom.
Seriously.
Oh, officer, what can I do for you?
Can I come in, man? You happen to know a couple of mongrels? Hmm? Negro boy? Mexican girl?
I don't recognize anyone by that description.
See, the Negro's been going around picking fights with upstanding citizens. You appreciate it's an offense to harbor colors in a room here.
We're not harboring anyone who doesn't have a right to be here.
We're here to pitch an invention. Yeah, a telephone that plays music, and it's a camera, also takes photo.
What's your name, sir?
Steve.
Jobs.
Steve Jobs.
You've been disrespectful with me, Mr. Jobs.
Steve Jobs would never disrespect a Montgomery police officer.
Been to work so hard to keep me temper every second here. I could have slapped that guy back there as soon as we arrived. Thank God my nan taught me how to keep me temper.
Of course I do. Especially on the job. I get called a packy when I'm sorting out a domestic or terrorists on the way home from the mosque.
Yeah, exactly.
But they don't win, those people. I can be a police officer now because people like Rosa Parks fought those battles for me. That's proper change.
Were you born this positive?
Guess so. Must be my Mexican blood.
Yaz! Ryan! I know that. It's James Blake.
How'd you know that?
Well, your nan, when she found out I was a bus driver, said to me, you better not be like James Blake. Blake the Snake. That's what she called him. She had a T-shirt that said, Spirit of Rosa. Well, I wish that she was here.
I don't. She'd start a riot. Yeah.
Right.
You know I know we have the cell phones and the TARDIS has connection to that. Why don't we just have a quick Google search in the console?
Montgomery Fair Department Store.
Yeah, terrible first time travel episode for them. Like proper adventure.
Yes.
You helped us out earlier today with our little misunderstanding.
I remember. Ma'am.
Hey, Dad, what's up? Sure, my soul or my soul. What are we signing? Okay. Oh, for the school thing. Thank you very much. There you go. All right. Goodbye.
Right?
All right. Hi, Dusky. Close the door, please. Love you, Dad. When it's just big and bald, it's like, how can you not? It's like telling my future. Hi, Dusky.
Yeah.
Think you'll be all right?
I hope so.
Pretty crazy.
And how do I know you're not a spy for the police or the FBI?
Because if they were going to send a spy, they'd send one who could actually follow you without being spotted.
You any good at saving coffee?
Junkyard. Throwback to the Master and Tenet, just doing like a long running sequence in the junkyard and him having superpowers and shit and just eating people because he was hungry. It's a silly episode, that portion of it.
Oops. Shame. You just sent all your equipment to goodness knows where. 79th century, judging by the weapon setting. Escape or release?
I did my time. I'm rehabilitated.
What were you there for in the first place?
Or if I tell you, might color your view of me. Who are you?
Very good scan of this. I thought I detected it the first time we met, and then it started to make sense because we were wondering, you've obviously got a problem with Rosa, why don't you just kill her? But the answer is, because you can't. Neural restrictor means you can't kill or injure any living thing. Smash your vortex manipulator. Yeah, there it is. Kicking in, tied to your brain chemistry. Neutered criminal. And you think you can put them right?
He's an international supremacist? What?
I had a lot of time to think in Stormcage. And I realized tiny
It's international,
actions
intergalactic.
change the world.
Not while I'm here.
Well, let's see.
This is Dr. King
Martin.
from Dexter Avenue Baptist Church.
What? Martin Luther King? That's correct. Oh my days. My nan loves you. Your nan? My grandma.
The elder ladies do love your sermons, Martin.
Speaking in full names. None of them are like, it's kind of weird. Well, everyone's coming in today. What's up, man?
Mom said get your stuff ready. You got everything ready?
What are you talking about? Yeah.
I just finished everything, so.
Alright, sick, man. Thanks. Everyone's getting cameos. I guess my mom's next. We got my brother and my dad. And Dusky. It's the whole fam.
Got it tomorrow, I suppose?
Nope. Going fishing at Mill Creek.
The fella from the depot just came by, gave me the good news.
Subtly changing history.
It'll get better, you know. Not perfect, but better.
I hope so. I haven't done anything.
Managed to get Cresco's weapon off him at least.
James Blake has taken the day off.
That's what Cresco's doing. See, he's clever. I'll give him that. He knows. He's not planning on killing or destroying or breaking history. He's planning to nudge it, keeping it in place.
And how do we do that then?
Now we know what our task is. Keep history in order. No changing it, just guarding it against someone who wants to disrupt it. Tomorrow, we have to make sure Rosa Parks gets on the bus driven by James Blake.
And another driver is lined up to do his route.
Close Mill Creek.
Same idea? Front row tickets to see Frank Sinatra and a VIP pass to meet Frank himself.
My wife loves Sinatra.
Amazing! Who would have guessed? We need to stick tight to Rosa.
For a second, I thought this was Eye of the Tiger.
We've been looking. This is my grandson, Ryan.
What in the hell?
Yo, Jimmy Blake. What's up, blood?
You can't be here.
Hey, how many have you caught? Can I pick them up?
Have the damn crate.
He was easy.
Wow.
Boom. Don't do that.
That's kind of rude. You're not gonna adapt your pops like that. Come on, fam. Like, that was a two-part assist. And I'm surprised we haven't even dropped one N-bomb this episode.
Well, I can't drive that.
Oh no, you go on home. Yeah, we'll cancel the route.
Looks like a Dalek,
He must have
a
deliberately
Dalek
smashed up that bus himself.
nozzle.
Gotta fix this. James Blake has got to drive Rosa's bus home tonight.
This is your replacement bus service.
Jim boy. You again? Oh no, I literally get everywhere now. Come on, hop in and do your job.
You're already 80 minutes behind schedule.
All right, let's see how much more this guy's gonna muck things up. He's fuming. Oh my god.
Job is worth doing. It is worth doing well.
But don't you have a bus to get?
Give me that coat back. Rips it.
No, that's bad. We need the bus to be full. Come on, Ryan.
Excuse me. The buses are coming, I promise. Please, just wait for the bus.
You don't tell me what to do, boy.
That was a
man, this place.
capital B boy.
Not good.
This kind of feels like one of those Riverdale episodes where they have the older like the 50s feel.
Just keep it up, will ya? Cut your losses. You're not gonna win tonight.
So take the L.
I know what should happen. And even if it gets past here, that bus is at least 3 passengers short of what it should be by now.
Oh, it worked. Nice one, Ryan. Thanks, Ryan. Move the car, clear the route, find the bus, and Rosa
Okay,
Parks
bet.
stays the way.
Boom. All things are in check.
We get off the next stop, right?
And by there, yeah, we were here.
You
Part
fixated.
of the story.
Oh god.
Part of history.
Oh, no, I don't want to be part of this.
We have to. I'm sorry. We have to not help her.
She said nah.
Stand up now.
I don't think I should have to.
Are you going to stand up?
I'm gonna have you arrested.
You may do that.
You're broken down and tired.
What a G.
Our eyes aren't afraid. I rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again.
On the 21st of December 1956, segregation on buses in Montgomery was ended.
It took so long, though. Her whole life.
Yes, it did. But she changed the world.
Yeah, what happened with that dude?
Asteroid 284996, also known as Rosa Parks.
Ah! Oh, is that it? Oh, it just shit. Just ended. And that was my reaction video to Doctor Who Season 11, Episode 3. That was a heavier episode in terms of the subject matter. Didn't expect that. Sort of clicked it once it was called Rosa. I was like, so we do a throwback to my girl Rose Tyler, but it ended up being Rosa Parks. And I definitely think it was an interesting choice to start off their first adventure going back in history, and especially having two people of color part of the TARDIS team for their first adventure and going back forward in time. I think, you know, it was gave them a good. Well, first of all, actually, I thought it was really cool how this episode almost felt like it went to, I guess, what the core of Doctor Who, at least what I've known it to be. From what the initial intent of the show is to be an educational programming to teach people about like history and stuff like that. If I'm not wrong, don't quote me on that, but I think that was sort of the intent. So I thought it was cool, and I appreciated how it was a story that was focusing on an event in history, a super important event in history with Rosa Parks. And for those who may not be familiar with it, they sort of incorporated that into the story, and we followed it through and through, and it wasn't just a little portion of the episode. I appreciate how they went, and part of what I liked and maybe things that I thought were okay about the episode was how they spent the entirety of it focusing on that. The woman who played Rosa did a good job. I thought it was an interesting perspective to remind her, like, you know, this wasn't very long ago. This was only, you know, whatever 60 something plus years ago segregation was, and just, you know, how well and alive racism was back then. And, you know, it's puts into perspective how much things have changed, and, you know, obviously it still lingers in the world, and it's systemic in certain things, but it's wild, you know. I can't even imagine living like that every single day, and, you know, and it really puts into perspective how much those figures did for all of us. I think they did a good job in terms of just highlighting that. Ryan, yes, I appreciate all those aspects and tackling the matter of race and segregation in Doctor Who. Overall, I thought this was an alright episode for me. I didn't love it, but I also there were aspects to it that I didn't. If I had to say, the way that this was pieced together, shot, and how the story progressed felt very solid to me. Felt fluid. It worked well. Wasn't the biggest fan of this like this kind of like random like bad boy, like the aesthetics of like a 50s bad boy alien from the future who just, he can't attack, he can't do anything. All he just really wants to fuck up history with a nudge. I get the idea of it. I didn't know if I loved it very much. I didn't think I was the biggest into that idea. This was an art episode, but it was put together well. Like the issues I had with the pacing and the jarriness, I think, of episode 2 and the close-up framing and how the story was progressing. I think a lot of those issues, at least in my opinion, weren't here for this episode. I just thought it was just so, and I appreciated the more historical context and it being more of like a educational episode, I guess, too. And that I put in for our companion. So that was Doctor Who Season 11, Episode 3, guys. I think it was a good message that they sent this episode. I think it was actually executed pretty well. What do you think about this episode? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. I will see you all next time.